Hello, everybody. My name is Leanne, and my slideshow is on censorship, protecting people or rights. Censorship has been defined as the action of preventing part or the whole of a book, movie, work of art, document, or other kind of communication from being seen or made available to the public. We can see this in most facets of life, whether we are on the internet, at school, or even just at home. The argument has come up that instead of protecting people, censorship is actually hurting them, as it conflicts with the First Amendment and may keep information that could actually help others. Nowadays, censorship has seemed to have gone out of hand, with not only harmful things being censored, but topics or unpopular opinions being censored as well. This slideshow will go into both sides of the argument and see why they think censorship is either good or bad. By using the Rogerian perspective, I intend to find a middle ground in using censorship. The most popular argument against censorship is that it directly contradicts our freedom of speech. We can see this in an incident at the University of Florida, where three professors were blocked from testifying in a case against the state's election law. Although the college still received major backlash for this by the U.S. District Judge, it is an example of censorship being used to silence others. By not letting the professor testify, the college was withholding key information on the subject from the court and the public. Censorship in media and politics has led to a lot of key information being withheld from people. We can see this with the censorship of books in South Carolina. South Carolina is one of the most restrictive states when it comes to public school books. All the books used in their public schools must be age appropriate. This affects materials related to LGBTQ plus matters, and even classic tales like Catcher in the Rye, Romeo and Juliet, and the Odyssey. Books used by many schools to show the works of poets and their poems. This is withholding information that could potentially help children who are struggling with similar matters. Censorship has also been seen to promote cancel culture. On social media, if a person posts something that people decide they do not agree with, they will go after the person and, in simple terms, bully them about the post that they made. This often leads to many people not sharing their opinions online out of fear of being canceled. Censorship also takes the power of normal people and gives it to the people with more money and status. We can see this in the censorship of politics with how candidates can censor key information that would help people in voting or other political matters. Our thoughts are heavily influenced by the information we have. By keeping pieces of information from us, they are not only lying to us, but manipulating the way we think to their advantage. Although I do not agree with removing censorship, I do understand why people would come to that conclusion. I also agree that censorship has not been used for the right purposes. Instead, it has been used to silence others and change our perspectives on things, like we can see in political censorship. However, we can also see the good that censorship is trying to accomplish, such as with the South Carolina book laws. Although they are super strict and not the best in their current form, you can see why the law was made to protect young children from dangerous information until they are ready for it. Now we will go into the good of censorship. Censorship in music is a great example of the good in censorship. Many artists that make songs that contain explicit lyrics will also release a clean version of the song. Making these versions of songs also helps protect children from the explicit content while giving them more freedom to choose what they listen to. Censorship can also help the artist. We have all heard songs that have not aged that well, whether they're talking about a controversial topic or seem to have a bad opinion. Many artists have gotten backlash for some of the songs that they have released. Through the use of censorship, artists have been able to change the lyrics that people see as controversial, allowing them to escape the backlash. There are many social media apps that have been censored for the safety of children. By censoring certain things like graphic violence, sexual content, and certain websites, we prevent children from trying to mimic these behaviors. This does not only help children, however, as blocking certain websites and features helps make the internet a safer place for all people. The main argument against censorship is how it takes away people's freedom of speech. However, this is not totally true. Groups like Project Censor allow for censored content to reach the public while letting people who need or want it to be censored stay protected. Censorship is also not totally the blame for this. Because of the structure of our society, we are not able to talk about anything anywhere. Therefore, even if we were to get rid of censorship, people would still have the same problem of freedom of speech. Overall, these are easy things to implement in our society, and some of them are already available to us. And yet, as I sit here recording this, the debate about censorship is still going on. This may be because people do not know about these things, like Project Censor or censorship settings. Or it may just be that censorship is a low priority on people's minds. That is why we should bring more awareness to the fixes that have already been done, and continue pushing for balanced censorship policies that protect the people while not messing with their rights. And with that, I have nothing more to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.